see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC Trojans, the storied Los Angeles Coliseum. As we'll see a squad from the Mountain West, the Fresno State Bulldogs, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports, I'm Reese Davis, Jesse Palmer, and David Pollack with me. Guys, can't wait to get this started. The Trojans ready to put toe to leather and get this season started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Fresno State's offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one.
Enjoyed that a lot. We did have the best logo. We did. Definitely. We pulled the IT squad, the
This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. They go to the ground. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27. Let's take a second to talk about Fresno State. The only important expectations are the ones inside the program. When you start the season on the outside of the rankings looking in, it can give you a little bit of an edge, can it?
Yeah, they want to prove to everybody they should have been ranked coming into this year. These players are angry. They feel like they're being disrespected, and they want to make a point to the entire college football world with a big win today.
And you hear it all season, and you see it every year. The teams come out of nowhere, and they feel like they've got a lot of potential, a lot of high-ranked players on the squad, and they're going to put it together, and that they'll get themselves into those rankings.
They'll snap it from the gun on third down. Caught over the middle. It's McClain. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Really nice job there by the quarterback, understanding that it's zone coverage on third down. You're going to have to find someone working into a soft spot, get the ball out of your hands quickly, make an accurate throw, and pick up the first. Well done.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab. It's McClain. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. All right, guys, let's chat about Fresno State. What an offseason in the recruiting department, reeling in a top 10 class, and you got to think that's going to help.
Man, yeah, it's just nice when you get some recruiting and some excitement, right? Get a top 10 class. You know the talent is really, really good. The young talent pushes the older talent, Jesse, and it just makes the squad obviously so much better.
And with that top 10 class, they really feel like they were able to reload the roster, and they think they've got some impact freshmen in this class as well. Can't wait to see what they do today.
The offense stays on the field. Opening drive, still in their own territory. They'll go for it on fourth down. Might be changing the route. Fires to the big fella. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. So USC's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. It's not always easy to know what you're going to get. Come into a new situation as a transfer, but one thing, David, that will translate for this guy, when there's a hole, he knows how to hit it.
Yeah, and how nice is it to have a guy, man, you know exactly what he is, who he is. He's been around your program. He knows the lessons you want him to teach. He's the guy you want him to be. And now he gets to step in as a senior with all that experience and lead this squad.
Yeah, and David, he's worked so hard for this moment too, right? This guy put his heart and soul into the offseason workout program knowing this day was inevitably going to come. He's going to have an opportunity in this game to stat it up. He's going to get the ball early. He's going to get it often. A lot of people really excited to see how he plays in this one.
Leaves it with the back. Finding open areas.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Caught behind the line. It's Jordan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. And the Trojans are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. On 3rd and short, the power run here. Putting together a real scoring threat here as they pick up the first down at the 36.
Got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
The Trojans have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Jordan. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. And the Trojans can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Matthews. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I think they tried to slip it to that tight end really quickly and get him the football and create some space and maybe try to make a play, but the defense said no, there is nowhere to go. Defense actually gets him for a loss.
From the gun, he'll try to throw for it on 3rd down. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They were really hopeful he could make a guy or two miss and pick up the first down, but he comes up a little short.
Yeah, and it's great defense. It's defense understanding where the sticks are, not missing tackles, getting the guy on the ground quickly. Really nice job by the defense understanding the situation.
Needs it to keep this drive alive. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
I like it. This defense plays aggressive on 4th and short, and they are rewarded. Figured they would run the football. They did. Nice job getting some penetration and stopping that 4th down play.
Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Looking downfield on first down. Got it in the middle. It's McClain. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
That's a good job by the drag route there, understanding its zone coverage. So instead of continuing to run across the field, he settles down into an open spot, making it easy for his quarterback.
And the Bulldogs come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. They'll run it from the gun. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Wants to throw on first down. Floating away. Fires on the move. Put it where only his man.
Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you. Bye, everyone.
And gave him enough room to get the foot down.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Quickly to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the defense.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. They just keep firing. Gets it out fast. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw in the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
Still some work to do after that last completion at second down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Flanagan. And he's brought down after a nice game. We've reached the end of the first quarter, and it has been a defensive battle, and the stats tell the tale so far. Let's see if the offenses can find a little rhythm here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. Quarterback making adjustments. From the red zone, looking for a man. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
And that is a huge play for the defense. Offense has it in your red zone. You're trying to knock them out of field goal range. The only way you do that is by creating negative plays, and they get the sack.
Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Rivers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. And it seems to be a lot easier for the quarterback to find this guy than it is for the defense.
Yeah, and I think this is a guy, Reese, that you can split him out. You can feel comfortable getting the football as many ways as possible because he is one of those matchup problems. Linebackers aren't going to be able to run with him, so try to find ways to maximize that little guy's speed and athletic ability.
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look there. Third and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. He hit that one right down the middle. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Boy, that last drive, they had a chance to put 3 on the board and passed. This one needs to be productive, David.
Yeah, I got no problem with aggressiveness. It was a pretty decent drive. This offense isn't fully clicking yet. They need to get in a little better rhythm, and they need to capitalize on those scoring opportunities.
And they've got the weapons to do that too, David. They've got guys that can make plays in space. They need to focus on them and get them the ball.
For all of the star quality that USC has been built on, good offensive line, strong running game has always been a hallmark.
No doubt about it. I think they're built on, the passing game and explosive playmakers out wide, but they've always had that balance at USC. You got to have a little bit of the boring to go with the glitz and the glamour.
To the air, it's Maiava. Unloads it left. That's caught. It's Sauer. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll line up right at the 48-yard line on 1st and 10. From the gun, the running back has it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Trying to impose their will with the run. There he goes. And they got the defense armed out, and then they get it to the 29-yard line. The Trojans racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense just had to chase that guy down and make a tackle after a long run, and no chance to substitute. They got to get the play call in because the offense is trying to go fast.
Kept it on the ground on 1st down. Let's see what they do on 2nd. Back to pass. Caught in the backfield. It's Jordan. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Man, this guy's going to need some water when he gets to the sidelines. They've been putting him to work on this drive, right? We've seen him tote the rock with success. Now you're seeing him get involved in the passing game, too. They are highlighting his versatility here on this drive.
Motion from the wide receiver. With jet sweep pass. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that and start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Looking downfield, it's Maiava. He caught it! And he's into the end zone! Touchdown, Trojans! Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. They score for the big fella here. Why are tight ends so effective in the red zone?
Well, these aren't the guys that are going to burn by you and go for 70 most of the time. But when you can use their big body frames, threaten them to run the football and be a blocker in the running game, and now you slip them in the secondary, make that big play.
He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead, down 7-3. He might want another play. They'll start this drive with a pass. The short hands, it's Bender. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Flanagan. All down, but he has was enough to move the chains.
Really nice job there by the quarterback understanding it's blitz, and not just that it's blitz, but knowing whether it's man coverage or zone coverage behind the blitz. You've still got to know where your answer is going to be based on what the defense is doing in the back end, and he add the answer to the test, right?
Breaks into the open. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Wants to keep it in the air. Snagged in the middle. It's McClain. And you want to talk about gang tackling. Everybody on the defense run to the ball. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Working the middle, it's complete. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. To the air on 1st down. Throws to the tight end. Grabbed over the middle. It's Flanagan. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. And guys, how much better does it feel if you go to that locker room with a lead? They have a chance to do it here. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Tight end in motion. See how the D reacts. Second down, they'll go to the air. Looking to get it in. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. They'll run it. Touchdown, Bulldogs! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And how about this offensive line? 3rd and goal, you gotta have it. They flew off of the ball. They got some push. They made that easy on their running back to score that touchdown.
And the extra point gives them a 3-point lead at 10-7. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Temple is darn near perfect offensively today. This is almost exactly the way they drew things up this week in practice. They're up 14 over the Judicials. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They're still looking for a little more productivity as they trail 10-7. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Sauer. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first. Looking to throw on first down. Throws to the wideout. Finds a man on the right. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18.
Well, this offense has shown you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
Safe completion on the screen. He breaks a tackle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line.
Yeah, and you're going to see this offense find different ways to get this running back involved. It's not just going to be on handoffs, and they're certainly going to line him up in different places and even throw him the football. But the screen game's a big part of it, too. They're trying to get him going there.
Back to throw time running short in the half. Trying to set up the screen. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. From the gun on third down. Skips away from pressure. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. And they're going to head out to line up for a field goal. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Los Angeles. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
Out of the end zone. He's not even going to make it to the 20, much less the 25. He'll mark it out of bounds at the 18. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
You know, we joke that the tight end's always open, David, but play action almost makes it impossible to keep them covered.
And yeah, because those guys, they're such good blockers most of the time. They're big and physical, and they sell block for a second, and then they run open and they find holes in zones, or they get good matchups. And man, those tight ends nowadays are nightmares for defenses to try to stop.
They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They'll have it at the 49. Across midfield, 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Maiava. That's caught. It's Jordan. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
And Listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
Got it in the middle, it's Straka. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right
now. Looking to throw again. Grabbed in the backfield, it's Jordan. Makes a man miss. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Sauer. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Wants to go up top. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, the offense has made it known on this drive. They're trying to throw the football, and they're going to let this quarterback go to work. The defense does a great job winning up front. They get the sack to try to slow this momentum down.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. Makes the catch. It's Straka. He is not going to get there. Stopped short of the line to gain, and it'll be fourth down. And they'll have to settle for a field goal try. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. Oh, and he missed it. No good. And after the miss, they're still down by a field goal.
Hey, sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
Going to the ground. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Well, they're just trying to run the ball, but that time there was absolutely nowhere for the running back to go, and as a result, that's a tackle for loss.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. Got a man. It's McClain. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise. Backing this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's McClain. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
And that's a huge third down conversion by the offense there. It's 3rd and long. You've got to lead, not by a lot. Quarterback, though, very poised. Reads the coverage, throws it in rhythm, and you stay on the field.
The Bulldogs with the 1st and 10. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
to pass on second down. Got a man. It's Bender. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
They need the 40 to convert here on third down. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down.
That's a great example of the defense there tackling the catch. As soon as the big fella caught the ball, down he went, not picking up the first.
It is loud in here as they try to help him get a stop on fourth down. He wants to change this route. On fourth down, they'll throw for it. Quarterback on the move, still looking. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. There's no need to panic or anything, but this would be a really opportune time to put something together and try to take control of this game.
And sometimes you just come out as the favorite, and you're a little bit flat, and you expect to win. And sometimes that leads to slow starts, but I think if they can get that passion, that adrenaline, and get a little fired up right here, I think they'll take care of business.
And they just got to make a play. They just got to get something positive to happen here, sort of wake them up, and then put another play back-to-back, and all of a sudden they get that momentum going. We know they've got the dudes. They've got the studs.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Touchdown, Southern Cal! And that one will put them up here in the second half.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. We're taking shots. We need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his target down the middle. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 with the first down. That's the end of the period, and USC has the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the fourth. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's McClain. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
The defense needs to have a plan for this guy. They weren't ready for that one. Drag route running all the way across the field, and the DB just can't stay with them because of his speed, and as a result, they give up a big one.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might be calling a hot route. To the air on first down. Got his man. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down.
You run the slant route day one, and this is something that the quarterback and the wide receiver has done 100 million times out there on the field in the offseason. I see man-to-man coverage. I know I can run the slant. Boom. stick my foot in the ground, throw it, completion to my wide receiver.
And the Bulldogs have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here and stop the bleeding.
Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Bender. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch to these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's McClain. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Wants to fire on second down. Got the quick pass. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And a play like that, that seems routine, but it only works if the quarterback can get the ball out on time and out in front of the wide receiver. That allows the receiver to keep separation from the defender, and the ball hits him in stride.
The Bulldogs started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Wide receiver going in motion. From the red zone, looking for a space. It's caught. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a fourth-quarter lead. Wants to throw again. Looking for the goal line. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, get them tackled to the ground.
Now second and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. looking to fire. Touchdown, Fresno State. And with that, they move out front here in the fourth. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Let's see if this offense comes out swinging from the first play of the drive down late. Finds his man. It's Sauer.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead. It's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Quarterback stands alone, all wide receivers. Looking to pass. It's Mayava. Fires to the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
Time is not on their side right now. They can't afford too many more incompletions like that. They need to come up with some connections, and they've got to score points. They've got to get this passing game going now.
The defense will try to hold up one more time. Under 2 minutes to go. Snap from the gun on third down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
And this is a huge play call now for the offensive coordinator. 2-minute situation, down in the game, fourth quarter, fourth down. What can you dial up here to keep this drive alive and keep your chances alive of winning this game?
Fourth down, gotta have it here. He wants a big play here late. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. Fresno State takes over, and the offense will go back to work. Now we've got a little game pressure, and we'll see how the offense responds in a three-point game, Jesse.
I can't wait to see this quarterback and how he's going to be able to handle that pressure, David. How will he respond in this situation?
And just knowing, listen, I'm only up by 3 now. If I can make this a 2-score game, I can almost put this away in the fourth quarter.
Great place to start for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible.
Great job of contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Snagged in the middle. It's Bender. He found his man and zipped it in there, and they've got a first down in the red zone at the 11.
And they've trusted him to throw the football all game. And I expect nothing to change whatsoever. They're going to put it on his back, or his arm, I guess you could say, and let him throw this team to victory. It's a close game, tight game. I'm rolling with my best player.
It's first down from the 11. They'll move the wide receiver. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Send the tight end in motion. Rides the back on the option to give. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defenses, it really starts with them getting stops on first and second down. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on first and goal. Quick pass on the jet motion. They tried to go smash mouth on third and short, and it did not work against this defense. So here we are on fourth down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. Timeout called, 11 seconds remaining to play. And on fourth down, here comes the field goal unit. There is no doubt, at this point in the game, this crowd knows how big this kick could be. And it's no good. He missed it. Guys, a missed opportunity there. The lead is still 3.
And that's frustrating. I mean, you put a drive together, you're in scoring zone. Like, this is a green zone. You should be making all of these kicks, these short field goals, the chip shots. Kickers have to come through. They got to do their job.
They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. It is incomplete, and now there are 4 seconds remaining. Got to move quickly here. They need to get it to field goal range. Wants to pass, and he's got to make a play. He'll throw it. Fires to the tight end. Guys, this is a type of